we're back at it again with episode 2. Let's talk about it. Where we're coming at you with the On Everything news. So, some shit done went down, right? So I'm gonna leave one of you sided people to lead this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what we talking about?
So we're coming at with AZ the Kinfolk is coming with the details. What are we talking about?
So we were talking about Alex Jones recently in the news. Hit with a $4 million defamation lawsuit. All right. So let's talk about it. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has been found guilty on lying and defaming people having to do with the tragic Sandy Hook shooting. So if you guys don't know, the Sandy Hook shooting happened in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Newtown specifically. With how many kids?
I know there was 26 dead, but
it included adults.
Yeah, it included adults too. So it was a large amount of kids.
The majority was kids.
The majority was kids. Yeah, it was a middle school, I believe.
Elementary school.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has said on multiple platforms that Sandy Hook tragedy was a hoax, and that some of the parents that had lost their children was trauma actors. Wow.
He said this on his InfoWars podcast, which has now been deactivated and suspended, and on multiple other platforms.
Deactivated and suspended on
they completely kicked him off of all platforms.
Okay. All right. Okay. Part one of the trial led in Jones paying $4.1 million. Wow. Did he have that much money to the
because he made a
lot of money over this.
Okay.
Because of this shit, which is another reason as to why he's facing a lawsuit.
Right.
Okay.
He had a lawsuit.
Jones has been brought up on charges of the lawyer of the parents of tragic shooting stated that I think it's perfectly expectable to see an over 9-figure judgment against Mr. Jones. Jones was demanding a mistrial, which was denying along with trying to have the child thrown out because of issues with his own legal team. The bombshell crushing the legitimacy of Mr. Jones' defense was eradicated when his own lawyers accidentally sent his own incriminating statements, texts, posts, and other forms of his speech on his entire cell phone to others saying for the past 2 years.
Yeah. So his
incriminated
lawyer team fucked up.
Yeah.
Like bad news.
Okay. So wow. That's tough.
Yeah. Like that's tough news, buddy.
Yeah, that's
because they literally.
But it's well deserved.
Literally said they're like, oh no, we didn't do all that. Oh yeah, we're gonna accidentally send you 2 years worth of messages and posts and all that to the opposing team. Literally, it's like giving the opposing team of the Super Bowl your playbook.
Yeah.
And he lied before that. Before this happened, he lied on the stand and said, I never talked about Sandy Hook. I don't know what you mean.
He did.
And that's a real tough topic to touch on when kids.
Yeah, these people lost their kids. Kids.
These are parents that buried their children, dude.
Right.
Like, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be the other way around.
Right.
Yep.
So what else we got?
So our next topic is Donald Trump, Mr. Trump. I still say, bring him back to presidency, huh, Mr. Trump?
I don't know about that.
No?
No, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan? Okay.
Are you a fan? No, right?
Yo, he said Puerto Ricans are my favorite Mexicans.
Hey, listen.
Bye.
Listen.
So you're a Trump fan, huh?
Listen, if the money talks, Trump is in office. Listen, FBI raided Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago. Okay. August 8th, Mar-a-Lago. On August 8th, FBI had raided President Donald Trump's house in Mar-a-Lago. FBI acted on the road after receiving information that the former president had potentially broken 3 laws, one of the including including one that governs information under the Espionage Act. But still unclear as the documents were declassified. Trump as well decided to keep documents even though I was repeatedly asked and had refused to do so. The former president claims that the documents that the FBI has seized were declassified and was more than willing to return them. Still is speculation as if the documents were declassified and Trump had the power to do so. Classified information was found in 15 boxes that were stored in Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago, Florida. Florida federal law bars any removal of classified documents to any unauthorized location, but however there is an argument that Trump could be ultimately authorized as to what is classified as what isn't. Donald Trump claims that the National Archives were given the required presidential records in what he claims an ordinary and routine process. When the house in Mar-a-Lago was raided, Trump was not on the premise during the search and seizure. Released a statement claiming that during the raid, as federal agents had found documents and saved the former president, spoke on the matter saying that in an unannounced raid, and he also stated that prosecution, quote, or misconduct in the fact that federal agents had opened a safe in the state in Florida. Attorney General Merrick Garland claims he personally approved the search warrant. Garland also stated that days later, finally breaking the silence, that he will be asking to unseal the search warrant, which has surprised a lot of people in the media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yes. Mr. Trump, huh?
He's unsealed
documents. So here's the thing. It's going to be a three-way in whatever prison they get sent into. It's going to be Giuliani on the left. It's going to be Trump in the middle. And it's going to be Trump's buddy, Vince McMahon.
Giuliani can buy his way out of anything. He's a billionaire, man.
That's true.
Part of the problem.
That's true. Like, whoever thought that we would get to the point in society to where money could just be like, oh yeah, murdered 8 people, but here.
Mm-hmm.
I think money has always been a dictator factor of the poor or the rich. Like, yeah, absolutely.
You see, I think to a certain point, it was like that. Like, I don't think it was like, the mob and all that shit.
I think money.
But even before that, like, I feel like there was a sense of honor in knowing who you are, getting to where you had to go without having to buy your way into certain doors.
But
I think it's just bigger now. I think it's always been there, though.
Yeah, I think it's always been there. Money's always proven to be the factor of getting you out of trouble, getting you indoors, getting you out of doors.
It's true.
It's always been a factor.
Do you think there's ever been a time where there hasn't been like that case of circumstances?
It's probably is really
way
slim.
Back when. Way.
I think it's slim. I think, but majority of, I think money has always been a factor if you are it or not.
I agree.
And this is why the money is the root of all evil.
No, the people.
Here we go.
The people. But let's move on to our third episode of we should look this up.
What are you looking at?
Rondo. I'm gonna have to delete this. Alright, cool. So yeah, damn, so much effort. I'm gonna have to delete that. So let's talk about the Rondo incident that happened in LA, West Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Speak on that.
It says, so we know infamously the Rondo, who his co-conspirator was involved in shooting King Von from Chicago late, probably last year or 2 years ago, I believe. But he was also in a shooting this year or yesterday. It says a rep Rondo, this is from TMZ. Quando was present during a shooting yesterday evening, which resulted in the untimely death of another young man's life. Record he and himself didn't sustain any injuries during the shooting and is safe. We ask that his privacy and respect at this time. Whatever. It says Rondo got caught in the middle of a deadly shooting in broad daylight in LA on Friday, triggering a freak out from the rapper. Video circulating online showing Quando clearly upset while talking to police officers in West Hollywood right after the bloodshed. Well, yeah. The only reason why I'm just shedding light on this because he's just been in a shooting incident with King Von, what is widely talked about throughout the history of rap right now. He's known as a gang member.
What does he claim?
He's claiming early in 60s.
Okay.
But yeah.
We'll definitely have to speak more on that though.
Yeah, I think it's a. I mean, like, listen, if you are in a situation like that and not get hit, and knowing that everything is pretty much is aiming for you, like whatever you're doing, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Like it's gotta end. The black on black violence gotta end somehow.
Facts, bro, and like yo, your life means everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You get one. You don't
like
get any
you
more.
only live once, and that's not me quoting Drake. That's like legitimate facts, bro.
True.
You only live once.
Absolutely.
Like so, and you do what you do in life, but if really rocking certain colors and trying to be a certain type of person is how you want to live your life, go be about it, but just know that that's a very short life you're going to be living, bro.
But
yeah, you don't get second chances.
you don't get second chances.
Factual. Big shout outs to the Gorilla Squad cast, right? Stratos Gorilla Squad cast, right? There's a Volcano 3-way that y'all really got to check out with me. Stratos Gorilla Squad cast, and also big shout out to Elijah Illustrates podcast, right? Big shout out to him, and also the wildest motherfucker in a mosh pit that I've ever seen, Hazy Horizons, bro. Big shout out to him, showing me some love in the comments.
Shout out, bro. Shout out,
bro. Thank you so much for all of your love and support, and also thank you to all of our lovers, all of our viewers, for all of your love and support, your likes, subscribes. It means so much to all of us. Like, bro, peace and love to all of you.
Keep pushing the content. We're gonna keep pushing the content.
Keep pushing it. Like, share, and subscribe.
Word.
Hit the bell for the notifications.
Definitely.
Thank you all so much. We appreciate each and every single one of our viewers.